Live from the MVG Production Studios, this is the game where knowledge is king and lady luck is queen. It's the Joker's Wild. And now, here's your host and star of the Joker's Wild, Brandon Scruggs. Thank you, everybody. Welcome in. Good to see you here. Welcome into another edition of the Joker's Wild right here at MVG Productions. Glad you could be here with us once again. Well, last week we just made it through our made it to our Tournament of Champions, and now we kick off tournament action this week. Starting with our first two players up, it's going to be our 2-7 matchup here in this first game. So let's meet our contestants. First off, in the challenger position, he's our number 7 seed here in our Tournament of Champions for Joker's Wild. He comes to us from the great state of Oregon, and so far this season, he's won in cash and prizes $85,273. Please meet Travis Coulter. And in our champions position, the number 2 seed in our tournament comes to us from the great state of West Virginia. He so far this season has won cash and prizes totaling $358,536. Please meet Hunter Dillon. And gentlemen, welcome both of you here to the Joker's Wild.
Thanks, Brandon. It's good to be back.
Glad to have you both here. Both have played fantastically this season, made our tournament champions, and you guys are kicking off our tournament champions here tonight. Travis, how are you feeling coming into this matchup?
This is always a fun game to play. Usually I feel like I would say I want to be well-rounded, but, there's always gaps. So let's hope I don't encounter those gaps.
Right, that's understandable. And Hunter, what about you?
I'm just shocked to have actually made it this far. I mean, I don't consider myself a good player of the Joker's Wild. I mean, I'm good at trivia. It's just that sometimes the wheels can give me problems.
Right.
But I'm just delighted to be back.
Well, that's the case for a lot of players when they're playing this particular game here, and that's just how it works out. But today, you two are going to be battling out, and our winner's going to be moving on to our semifinal round here in our Tournament of Champions. So, wish you both the best of luck. Let's get to it and play some Joker's Wild, shall we?
Good luck, Hunter.
And let's get this match underway by showing you your categories you're going to be playing in this first quarterfinal matchup. We have Pop Quiz, A Space Odyssey, Historical Events, Iconic Lyrics, Apps and Websites, and finally we finish with Star Wars. Okay, course of these categories here. First person to get to $5,000 in proper turn wins the game and advances on in our Tournament of Champions, and we'll get another shot to play against Lucy in our bonus game. So, we go by the amounts that you've won, and Travis, that you are the lower seed, you are the challenger. You will have the right to spin first.
Spin.
All right, we have a Joker. Joker! Hey!
Are you kidding me? We're really doing this already.
Well, Travis, you might have a chance to get a one shot out of this, and it is possible here. So all you gotta do is pick a category, answer the question correctly, and you will automatically jump to $5,000. So, with that said, so the categories again we're playing are Pop Quiz, A Space Odyssey, Historical Events, Iconic Lyrics, Apps and Websites, and Star Wars. Which one would you like?
Oh boy. Probably two of those. Well, one is anything, so I don't even know how I do. I will try the apps and websites, please.
Apps and Websites, okay. Apps and Websites it is. Again, get it correct. Your score will jump to $5,000, and you will automatically be moving on. So here is the question under Apps and Websites, sir. What popular app launched payments featured... let me repeat that. What popular app launched a payments feature called Snapcash in 2014? for $5,000 and the game, name it.
Would that be Snapchat?
It would be Snapchat, and you are correct, sir.
I'm sorry, Hunter.
About you knew the answer. It's just you got a lucky spin on the wheel. That's all.
That's just that ain't right though. You didn't even get a chance.
Well, unfortunately, that is the cruel mistress that our one-armed bandit over here is in this case here. So
I could have just no-showed this.
could have, but then I wouldn't get the pleasure to tell you the good news that you will pick up here in just a minute. But first off, Travis, congratulations, sir. One question, one shot, and we're done. You're moving on to the next round here, so stand by here in just a minute. Hunter, again, like I said, that's just cruel and unusual punishment, and I wish there was a way we could work around it, but I can't with this particular software. So, and the rules always do say, first, if you get a natural triple joker, get the question correct, you automatically win the game. So, and that was the
Look,
one.
I was expecting to get creamed by Travis anyway. I was expecting that coming into this. I wasn't expecting a one-question shootout or a one-question knockout, but I was expecting to lose anyway. But hey, you know what, Travis? You earned it. You got lucky with the wheels. Now go win the rest of this tournament.
Well, he'll get a chance to in a minute, but I will happily tell you that because you made it to the Tournament of Champions, and even though you didn't get any money here, we are awarding you an additional $25,000 just for making it into our Tournament of Champions. So, Hunter, you'll leave us here this season here with a grand total here of $383,336, sir. And our thanks so much for playing.
You're very welcome, and thanks for having me.
You are quite welcome, sir. Give it up for Hunter Dillon, everybody. And Travis Coulter, if you were going to play the speed mode version of this, you should have told me from the start.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't have prepared so much material, which I'm probably just going to end up using again for the next game because we've used one question at this point. So,
pop quiz, you passed. We're done.
Yeah, it worked out. And you got yourself another $5,000 there to add to your season winnings. You're now up to $90,273. And just a minute, you're going to get a chance to see if you could take down Lucy. Maybe add some more to that as you tackle our bonus game. We'll do that right after the break here on Joker's Wild. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back here to the Joker's Wild, our Tournament of Champions. Travis Coulter has advanced on to our next round, but before he does that, he gets a chance to play for some Bone Brownie. Come on over, Travis.
Yeah!
All right, sir. Here's your chance to try to add some more to your season winnings here. Got the prize board already loaded up for you, so when you're ready, go ahead and give it a spin.
All right. Save the best part literally for the last part, but spin.
Yeah. Very nice. You got a 14-foot 6 sailor and a trip to St. Lucia along with a Joker there, so over $23,000 so far, and you get a bonus spin.
All right. Still trying to save the best for last. Let's pull and spin.
Here we go.
Come on, Joker. Come on. Come on.
There it is.
Yeah.
You got it. Trip to Santa Fe, a set of kitchen appliances and maid service for a year. Brings your prize package up to $42,898 with a chance at a new car. 3 cars up on the board. Which one you want to play for? And should you beat Lucy, you'll be driving away in a brand new Ford Mustang worth $36,874. Makes your prize package $79,772 that can be yours, but only if you can beat the devil. All right, and we are continuing toward climbing that giant Joker's jackpot here in a bonus game now. Travis, you spend 3 Jokers on any you spend, just like you did a few moments ago. you are going to be walking out of here with $260,000. Do it on one of your first 2 spins, however. We're doubling that money to $520,000.
This is that best part I was hoping I could save it for.
Well, let's just hope you didn't use it too early. But, of course, you do know if you get to $10,000 or more or spend a natural triple without seeing Lucy show up, you're going to take home that prize package there as well. And a reminder, if you do get jokers along the way, every joker you get is worth $1,000 in guaranteed bonus cash for you. So, when you're ready, good luck to you. Let's see if you can beat the devil.
All right. Let's please duplicate the front game now. Spin, please.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, surprisingly, wait, what? Really, Lucy? He's texting me now. Good Lord.
Uh-oh.
He says, since you beat Hunter so quickly, he didn't bother showing up for your fail either. I got better things to do. Well,
if you didn't bother showing up, why are you on the wheel? Ha 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 ha.
That's his portrait. We keep it up there, I guess, in case if he's not here for those rare occasions. But sorry about that, Travis. You're still got a good total though, $90,273, and you're advancing on to the next round of our Tournament of Champions. And we'll have 2 other players up next to see if one of them can advance on. We'll do that right after the break here on the Joker's Wow. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back here to the Tournament of Champions here on the Joker's Wow. We had our first match jump by so quickly. If you blinked, you probably missed the whole thing there. But we have 2 more players here. They're about to fight out for our next semifinal spot. So let's meet them now. And our challenger seat. He is our number 5 seed in our Tournament of Champions, coming to us from the great state of Texas. And his cash and prizes total for this season are $159,055. Please meet Jose Cazares. And in our champion seat, our overall number 4 seed in our Tournament of Champions. He comes to us from the great state of New York, and his season total so far is $136,001. Please meet Scott Yoko. All right, gentlemen, welcome aboard to both of you.
Hi.
Good to be here.
Yep, both of you have had a pretty decent season this time, picking up some wins in our main games here. But tonight is your opportunity here to try to advance up the tournament brackets here. So, looking forward to a good match here. Let's chat with you for a minute here, Jose. Haven't seen you in a few episodes here, but it's glad to have you back here. Over $159,000. How do you feel like you're going to fare? That's what I'm trying to say. Going into this Tournament of Champions here.
Well, I'm honestly nervous about this one. This is it's one of the biggest challenges I've had to face. In my times facing off against this man, he has had my number every time. So I'm really hoping that I can beat him once and for all and move on.
Well, we shall see if you can do that. And Yoko, how do you feel you're going to fare in this tournament matchup here?
It all depends on the categories that come up throughout the tournament and how Lady Luck decides to spin the wheels and everything.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense there. So could have another repeat of what happened in our first game here, but we'll see here in a moment. Now, just for the record, since we only used 1 question from that last set, we decided just to continue using the same material because it's a good question, right? Why let it go to waste? So, once again, for the both of you, the categories we're using for this game are Pop Quiz, Space Odyssey, Historical Events, Iconic Lyrics, Apps and Websites, and finally, we finish with Star Wars. Now, based on your seedings, Jose's the lower seat, so he's the challenger, so you'll have the right to spin first.
All right, spin it.
All right. We have a Space Odyssey, iconic lyrics, and a pair.
Well, shoot. I'll take a Space Odyssey for 1,000.
All right, Space Odyssey for $1,000. Here comes your first question in your tournament bracket. It looks something like this, Jose. All right, Jose, in what year did the United States land the first humans on the moon during the Apollo 11 mission? Was it 1967, 1968, or 1969?
1969.
1969 is the correct answer. You're on the board first with $1,000.
All right.
All right, you strike first with $1,000, and Yoko, we're over to you.
All right, spin it.
All right, we get Joker, iconic lyrics, and a Space Odyssey.
Let's go with the lyrics for 1,000, please.
All right, so with iconic lyrics for $1,000, here comes your iconic lyrics question, sir. Scott, in the song Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, what is the first line after the iconic lyric, "Is this the real life"?
Is this just fantasy?
Is this just fantasy is correct. $1,000 to you.
If I didn't know it, I'd turn in my card.
Yeah, I was about to say you could just see Seamus after the show at that point. He'll take care of it for you.
Yes.
All right, it's all tied up 1,000 apiece, and Jose, we're back to you now.
All right, pull it.
Here we go. Space Odyssey, apps and websites, and pop quiz.
Well, shoot. Dadgummit, of course, the singletons have to show up at this game. Back to Space Odyssey for 500.
All right, Space Odyssey for $500. Here comes your question under Space Odyssey here. All right, Jose, what is the term for a massive explosion in space that releases enormous amount of energy, often resulting in the formation of a black hole? For $500, name it.
Supernova?
Supernova is correct, sir. $500 for you.
Right.
All right, 1,500 to 1,000, and Scott, we're back to you.
All right, spin it.
Here we go. Space Odyssey, Star Wars, and a pair.
Let's go with Star Wars, please.
All right, Star Wars for $1,000. Here comes your question there under Star Wars. All right, Yoko, this character has been portrayed in Star Wars films by Sir Alec Guinness and Ewan McGregor. For $1,000, name the character.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is correct. $1,000 for you. All right, 1,500 to 2,000. Jose, we're back to you.
And pull it.
We have historical events, apps and websites, and iconic lyrics.
Great, this again. I just love the singletons. Apps and websites for 500.
All right, apps and websites for $500. Here comes your question there. Jose, tell me why I need another pet rock. Tell me why I got that elf alarm clock. Sang Weird Al Yankovic in his 2003 song about what online auction site? For $500, name it.
eBay?
eBay is correct. $500 for you.
Hey, thank you, Weird Al.
All right, all tied up, 2,000 apiece. And Yoko, we're back to you.
All right, pull it.
All right,
Come on,
we have
Jokers.
iconic lyrics, jokers, and historical events.
Let's go with lyrics for 1,000, please.
All right, going back to the lyrics again. He likes the music. We'll see how he does with this one. Here's your question, sir. What band sang "I Want to Know What Love Is" in their 1984 power ballad? For $1,000, name the group.
REO Speedwagon.
No, I'm sorry. It is not REO Speedwagon. Jose, you can pick up 1,000 here if you know it. Again, what band sang "I Want to Know What Love Is" in their 1984 power ballad?
Got me with this one. I don't know it. Pass.
No guess there? The correct answer we were looking for there was Foreigner. That was Foreigner
Never
that sang
would
that
have
one.
Never would have had it.
All right, no money changing hands. Goes 2,000 apiece, and Jose, we're back to you.
Spin it.
All right, we got a Joker, Star Wars, and iconic lyrics.
Well, let's see how this fares for me. Iconic lyrics for 1,000.
All right, you're going to try your luck with iconic lyrics. Here comes your question, Jose. What pop star warned us, "You better shape up, in the movie Grease while playing the part of Sandy? For $1,000, name the actress.
This is right, Olivia Newton-John.
That is correct for you, $1,000.
Okay.
All right.
God rest her soul.
Yep, 3,000 to
Yep.
2,000, and Yoko, we're back to you.
All right, let's spin it.
And up, Joker, Space Odyssey, and a triple.
Amazing.
Ooh. And I don't know. I'm going to try it. I'll go with Space Odyssey for the triple.
All right, for $2,000, this will put you up to $4,000 and give you the lead if you know the answer to this, sir. Which space probe made history in 2015 by conducting the first ever flyby of Pluto, providing detailed images of the dwarf planet? For $2,000, what was the name of that space probe?
Voyager 2.
No, I'm sorry, it was not Voyager 2. Jose, if you can give me the correct answer, you're moving on in the tournament.
Repeat the question one more time.
Sure. Which space probe made history in 2015 by conducting the first ever flyby of Pluto, providing detailed images of the dwarf planet?
Don't know too much about space probes. Voyager 3, I got nothing.
All right. The
Yeah.
correct answer we were looking for there was New Horizons. New Horizons was
Ah.
the name of the probe
Never would
there.
have guessed that.
All right, so nobody gets
Yeah, same here.
nobody gets any money there, so score remains 3,000 to 2,000, and Jose, we are back to you for the next spin.
All right, spin it.
All right, we have Pop Quiz, Space Odyssey, and a Joker.
Let's go back to Space Odyssey for 1,000.
Okay, didn't work out on the last one. Maybe you'll have luck with this one. For $1,000, Jose. Which planet in our solar system has the most extensive ring system consisting of mostly rock, dust, and icy material? For $1,000, name the planet.
I believe we're looking for Saturn.
And that is the planet we're looking for. You got it. $1,000 more for you. You're up to 4,000 now. All right, Yoko, need a triple to catch up here.
All right, spin it. Now I need jokers. Come on,
Yeah, apps
jokers.
and websites, Jokers, and a Joker.
Let's go with apps and websites, please.
All right, get this question correct. That'll bring you up to $4,000 and tie the game. If not, Jose gets it. It'll put him over the mark and give him the win for this round. So here comes your question under apps and websites. Yoko, in December of 2022, what soccer player's post of himself celebrating a World Cup win became the most liked post ever on Instagram? Again, in December of 2022, what soccer player's post of himself celebrating a World Cup win became the most liked post ever on Instagram? For $2,000, name the soccer player.
The only one I can think of is Messi.
And that ties up the game, sir. Well done.
Woo!
Yeah, I would have said that if had he missed it. So
All right.
dang.
We got a nail biter here. 4,000 apiece. Jose, we're back to you.
All right, let's pull in and hope for the best.
Here you go. Star Wars, historical events, and a pair.
Crap. I gotta go historical events for 500.
All right, going historical events for $500. Here comes the questions for you in historical events, Jose. Which country was invaded by Nazi Germany on September 1st, 1939, marking the start of World War II? For $500, name the country.
Oh boy. Japan?
No, I'm sorry, it was not Japan. Yoko, 500 for you if you can guess.
I believe that would be Poland.
Poland is the correct answer. You got it. 500 for you.
Damn it.
All right. 4,500 to 4,000. Yoko, you're in the driver's seat now.
Spin them.
Here we go. Historical events. Joker. And a Joker.
I will go off the board.
Okay.
Lyrics, please.
All right. Iconic lyrics for
For 500.
for 500. Okay. Playing for 500. Using a little strategy there. Okay. Get this question correct under iconic lyrics, sir. And that will give you $5,000 of proper turn, and you'll be moving on in our Tournament of Champions. Here's your question. Which rock star asked, "Are you going to go my way?" in his 1993 hit song? For $500 and to move on in our Tournament of Champions, name the singer.
Wait, can you repeat that? You echoed a little bit there.
Sure. Which rock star asked, "Are you gonna go my way?" in his 1993 hit song?
I'm gonna guess Prince.
No, I'm sorry, it is not Prince. Jose, you're still alive here, and you can pick up $500 if you know it. Again, which rock star asked, "Are you gonna go my way?" in his 1993 hit song?
I'm just gonna throw a guess. It's probably not right. Bruce Springsteen.
No, I'm sorry, it's not Bruce Springsteen either.
Yeah.
Correct answer we were looking for there was Lenny Kravitz. It's Lenny Kravitz is who it was.
Okay.
Would never have guessed it.
Good song too. I like that one. All right. No money changing hands again, so we're still 4,500 to 4,000. Jose, we're back to you.
Pull it.
Here we go. Joker. Star Wars.
Oh my goodness. Ugh. One way or another, this ends now. I'm gonna go off the board with a Space Odyssey for 1,000.
Okay, off the board with Space Odyssey for 1,000 again. Get this correct. It'll put you at $5,000, enough to win the game. However, Yoko, being in the champion seat, will get one more spin. So here we go. Under Space Odyssey for 1,000, your question, Jose. Which planet in our solar system is often referred to as the morning star when visible before sunrise and the evening star when visible after sunset? Again, which planet in our solar system is often referred to as the morning star when visible before sunrise and the evening star when visible after sunset? For $1,000 and possibly the game, name the planet.
Venus.
That is correct. You're at $5,000.
Okay. It's not over yet, but I'm still in it.
All right. It is 5,000 to 4,500. Yoko, this spin will decide, and this next question will decide who's going to be moving on.
Good luck, man.
Pull it.
All right. Have a Space Odyssey, historical events, and iconic lyrics.
Let's go for iconic lyrics to tie the game up.
All right, iconic lyrics again to tie this up. This will be for $500. We will have, if you get it right, we have a tie game. If you miss it, Jose will be moving on. Here comes your question, sir. Yoko, Don't Stop Believin' was a 1981 hit song by what band led by Steve Perry? To tie the game, name the band.
Journey.
Journey is correct. We have a tie.
He wasn't going to get it. I was going to get it.
All right.
All right.
In the case of a tie game, now both players have gotten to $5,000. The first player to now get a significant lead over the other in proper turn will be declared the winner. So in this case, Jose, we're back to you. The game continues.
All right, spin it.
Here we go. Joker, Star Wars.
Again with that. Same exact one that did not be two. Okay. Same as before, off the board, Space Odyssey for 1,000.
All right. Going to go to space, just not the Star Wars space, because he prefers this one better. All right. Space Odyssey for $1,000. Here comes your question, Jose. Jose, what is the term for a phenomenon where the moon passes between the Earth and the sun, casting a shadow on the Earth? For $1,000, name it.
Solar eclipse.
A solar eclipse is correct. You get $1,000. All right, 6,000 to 5,000. All right. Yoko, you need at least a double to stay in the game. Otherwise, Jose is the champion.
All right. Pull it and come on, triple.
You got Joker, Space Odyssey.
I will go off the board. Iconic lyrics.
All right, going off the board with iconic lyrics once again. Get this question correct, you will tie up the score and the game continues. If you miss it, however, Jose will move on in our Tournament of Champions. Your question, Yoko. What boy band advised us to quit playing games with their heart in the late 90s? For $1,000, name the band.
NSYNC.
No!
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer we were looking for is the Backstreet Boys. And with that, Jose, you are moving on to our tournament. Congratulations.
wanted the two. We really wanted the two, and for some reason I was thinking it's safe.
Wow.
Good game, Jose.
Hey, good game, man. You tried. I was on the edge of my seat that whole time.
Valiant effort by both of you there.
Yeah, I always get the songs for those two groups mixed up anyhow. So
Yep, that's why they get thrown in sometimes there. But hey, Yoko, you played again. Valiant effort by you, sir. Just boy bands did you in here today. What can I say on that?
yeah, but Brandon, I'm looking forward to next season. If you're going to be doing Joker again, I look forward to playing again.
Yeah, we definitely cover the Barry and Enright games quite a lot here. I think if we do any of them, well, I can't say on it yet because I haven't announced to the folks at home. But we're probably going to do some more. Definitely come back to it at some point in the near future. But hey, we thank you for joining us here, and you're not going home empty-handed as well. You pick up $25,000 for yourself as well, and you leave us here for the season with a grand total, sir, of $161,001. Congratulations to you.
Great game again, man. You made me work for that one.
Yep.
Oh,
Well done. And for you, Jose, congratulations, sir. $6,000 added to your winnings there is going to bring you now up to, by my calculations, $165,055 cash and prizes. And in just a moment, we're going to see if you can have your shot at beating Lucy here. We'll do that right after the break here on the Joker's Wild. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back here to the Joker's Wild Tournament of Champions action. Jose has advanced on to the semifinals, but he gets a chance to add some more winnings as he takes on Lucy. Come on over. All right, Jose, you know how this works. It's been a minute since you've been here, but prize board's already ready for you, so give it a spin. Let's see what you're playing for. Good luck.
all right, let's rack up those cash and prizes. Pull it.
There we go. Good start for you. A lesson graphic, a petite grand piano, and a joker. Brings you over $22,000 so far with a bonus spin.
All right, let's keep racking it up. Pull it.
Joker, and a camping trailer.
Ooh, okay.
All right. $51,249 now, and you have a chance to play for a car. Which one would you like to play for?
I'm going to go lucky number 1.
And should you beat Lucy, you'll be driving away in a brand new Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited worth $36,977, making your total prize package now $88,226 that can be yours, but only if you can beat the devil.
Right. Wow.
All right. Jose, that Joker's jackpot continues to grow. It's up to $265,000 now. If you spend 3 Jokers in any of your spins, spin 3 Jokers on one of your first 2 spins, however, we double that. It's up to $530,000.
Wow.
And, of course, if you do have a fear of Lucy, which everybody should at this point because he's been tearing up our bonus round as of late, you can stop and take any of the money you've won at that point in time. All right, so wish you best of luck. Let's see if you can beat the devil. Good luck.
Well, whatever happens, I'm moving on to the semis, so this is just for Shiggle's play, but let's see if I can conquer Lucy here. Pull it.
First spin up, 1,000, 250, 500. All right, 1,750 so far in the bank. We need another 7,250 more, or 8,250 more. What do you want to do? All right, it's going on.
Come on, Jose.
Pull it.
Second spin, 2,000. Oh, boo. Boo. Come on.
Okay, I see the pattern. You get Travis on the first spin, then you get me on the second. What the heck?
I don't know if it's a pattern, but he just definitely doesn't want anybody to win. All right. He's texting me again. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Is he texting you?
Lucy, I can't say that on air. I do not want the show canceled at this point. Just note it was not good for you, Jose, at that point. But he sends hysterical laughing at the end of it. I'll put it that way. Well, fortunately, not meant to be here for you, Jose. But again, good news. You are moving on to the semifinal round, and you do have a total now of $165,055, which is pretty good. We'll see you in the next round in a couple weeks here. But right now, that ends our action here for the quarterfinals for tonight. Next week, we will have the other two quarterfinal matchups, and we'll have more action here in our Joker's Wild Tournament Champions. So hopefully you join us back here for that. And if you've missed any of the action from this season, check out the full playlist here on the channel. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and ring that bell. That way you never miss out on all the fun and games going down here at MVG Productions. And until we see these reels spinning your way once again, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, and from all of us here, we say thank you so much, and we'll see you next time right here for more of the Joker's Wild Tournament of Champions. Till then, so long, everybody. This is your announcer, Michael Gentry, speaking for the Joker's Wild, a Barry and Enright presentation in association with MVG Productions.